Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Dr. Lee and I come from Bukit Mertajam, Penang. Right now, I'm staying in Kluang, Johor. And welcome to my channel. This is for the next coming videos, including this video. I will be actually doing my book, this book, the revision of this whole book. But the questions are different. The questions are not the same. So the questions that you see here are not the same as the questions over here. This is because all the questions in this book, I already have done correction with you. I actually taught, I was teaching actually the last maybe 50 or 60 videos. Dr. Lee's method and English grammar level 1. Grammar challenge 38 days. I took about 50 to 60 videos before this. And every question in this book, I actually did it. I uploaded and I taught all these lessons, every question here in my videos. And because many of you bought this book, and I think that I was not in YouTube channel for quite some time, probably a few weeks. That is because I wanted to give those people who bought this book, I wanted to give them time to do the exercises, to understand, to watch my videos and re-watch, understand, and then do the exercises and then check with the answers. So after finishing the 38th lesson, I actually stopped for a few weeks, and of course now I'm back. And this time, I still will be teaching this grammar, but the questions are not the same. It's only the contents. So I have said many times that actually, if you really want to know the whole grammar, this book is enough. I mean, the contents, the chapters, 38 different chapters is enough. Because even if you go up to level 6, or even if there is a level 7, you won't have more than 50 lessons. And this book level 1, you already have 38 chapters, which is very, very complete. And a few days ago, I started this second phase, I would say, revision. That means doing the whole book again, but in a different way. That means the questions are not the same, and I give homework. Okay, I give homework. So when I give homework, I would like you to try at home, and then the next lesson you can check your answers with me. Watch my YouTube channel and then check and see if you have got all correct. I think this is a wonderful way to learn, and it's more interesting. Alright, so today we are still at countable and uncountable nouns. Very big topic. And before I start the new exercise, I would like to see whether you have done your homework. So this was the homework I gave you. To fill in the blanks with a or an. As you know, a means one, and also means one. But n is used for a, e, I, o, u, but a is used for consonants which are not a, e, I, o, u. So if you look here, if I were to underline C, A, K, E, S, O, F, more or less would know the answer because you know that we use N for A, E, I, O, U, the sound. So let's look at A. So this must be N. E, N. O, again N. That's all. So the rest like C, then you have to use K, you use S, you use F, you use P, you also use So did you get all this correct? If you did, very good. If not, it's okay. It's a learning process. So he is drinking a cup of tea. A cup means 1 cup. I use to show 1. And I use because this is not A, E, I, O, U, the sound. There is an ant on the table. I use an ant. That means 1 ant. And I use N because A, E, I, O, U, the sound we must use N. Mr. Lin is a kind man, K. So you use 1 kind man. We saw an elephant in the zoo, elephant E, so you have to use N. They live in a small house, S, so you use There is an owl on the tree. Owl starts with O, A, E, I, O, U. You need to use N. She has a friend in Singapore. Friend starts with an F, so you use My brother is drawing a picture, P, so you use 1 picture, 1 friend, 1 owl, 1 small house, 1 elephant, 1 kind man, 1 ant, 1 cup. So remember, 1, A, E, I, O, U, you use N to show 1. You don't tell people I eat 1 apple. You say I eat an apple. Okay, so this is your homework. Now we go to a new lesson, a new exercise. Of course, we are still at lesson 2, countable and uncountable nouns. Today, we will focus on this many or much. We use many for countable nouns. That means we can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We use much because we cannot count. So many and much are the same. The meaning is the same. But then, many is for countable nouns, much is for uncountable nouns. Bags. You can count bags, isn't it? 1 bag, 2 bags, and 3 bags. So you use many bags. You cannot say much bags. Shoes. You can count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So many shoes. Ink. Ink is something like a water. You cannot count. So you use much. Ice. Ice cannot count. We are not talking about the ice cube. We are just saying ice. So ice cannot count. Boys. You can count 1 boy, 2 boys, 3 boys. So many boys. Rats. Rats are animals, and animals we can count. 1 rat, 2 rats, 3 rats. So many rats. Sand. Sand that you see at the beach. Can you count? No, you cannot count sand. So it is much sand. Houses. Yes, 1 house, 2 houses, 3 houses. Many houses. Tea. Tea is something that you drink. You cannot count water, can you? So tea is uncountable. Much tea. Much food. Food is uncountable. You cannot count food. Birds, yes. 1 bird, 2 birds, 3 birds. So many birds. Nurses, yes. They are people. You can count. So many nurses. Much oil. The oil that you use to cook or even to service your engine, you cannot count. It's like water. You cannot count. So much oil. Many rivers. Rivers, yes. Rivers, 1 river, 2 rivers, 3 rivers, you can count. So many rivers. And this is your homework. 14. So in the end, you have to count like this one. How many correct out of 8? How many correct? And this, how many correct? Later on, 14. How many correct? Coffee. Can you count coffee? If you can count, you should say many. If you cannot count, you should say much. So same. This one, fill in the blanks with many or much. What you have learned. So if you can count many, you cannot count much. Okay? So can you count? Okay? Can you count coffee? If you can count, it's many. If you cannot count, it's much. Girls, is it many or much? Cows, many or much? Soup, many or much? Dust, many or much? Schools, many or much? Pens, many or much? Cars, many or much? Milk, is it many or much? Curry, many or much? Rice, students, hotels, lions, many or much? If you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yes, it's many. If you cannot count, then it is much. Alright, so that's all for today. I would like to tell you that I am opening an online class from 2nd of November until 14th of December, 7 weeks, 7 weeks. And these 7 weeks, I will be doing this book, but very challenging. Why? Because during this 7-week course, this online class, there is no lesson by lesson. It is all the 38 lessons in one. That means I will be challenging you. All the 38 lessons mixed together. The questions will all be mixed together. Then we will discuss in class. Online class is, you know, you have a chance to interact with me, communicate with me. Of course, if the opportunity allows, then you can even ask me questions. I'm most willing to answer you. Alright, so that is for the online class. If you want to join the online class, the deadline is 31 October, the last day to register. So it's better you register now. WhatsApp to me, 019-7878-299. Alright, so that's all for this lesson. Remember to give me a like, share and subscribe. And until we meet again in the next video, remember to do your homework. Alright, do your homework. Alright, bye.